चेत् सर्वविघ्नों शान्ते वागीशाद्वाद्वर्गि सर्वार्थानां फलमेतद्वाग्कृत्यासु ब्रह्म जानम् गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। यो नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुजे गुरुर्भूं व्यामोहतस्तुतराणि प्रणमामि मेने अस्मद्गुरोः भगवतोऽस्य दयेकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण द्वैतवासनः प्रमुच्यते बोधात्मकाय नमस्तस्मै भगवते श्रीरमणमहर्षये हृदाकाशे सदाभान्तं शान्तमानन्दरूपिणं हनुमान् सद्गुरुं श्रीसत्यसाई नमो त्रयामि। धोर्भिर्युक्ताच्युतस्फटिकमणिमयीमक्षमालां ददा नास्तेन केन बद्धुं यशोऽपि जापरेण भासा कुन्देकुशङ्कस्फटिकमणिनिमा भासमाना समाना सा मे वाग्देवतेयं सदोदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना पूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरमधुराक्षरमौलिककृताशाखां देवाग्निगिरोधि आञ्जनेयमणिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमणिं पारिजातधर्मूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमानन्दनं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र नमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नन्दराक्षसान्तकम् मनोजवमानदुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं मानवयुतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरसानम् वेदवेद्ये प्रिये पुंसजाते शरसामये वेदप्राचीनरासि साक्षात् रामायणात्मनः रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः। वैदेही सहितं सलद्रुमतले मे महामण्डपे मध्ये पुष्पकवासने मणिमय्ये वीरासने सुसितमग्रे वाचयति प्रपञ्चरसुते दत्तं मुनिभ्यः परं व्याख्यान्तं भरतादिभिः परिवृतं रामं वदिष्यामि। वामे भूसुता पुरश्च हनुमान् पश्चात् सुमित्रा सुता शत्रुघ्नो भरतश्च पार्श्वदलेहो वायुवादकोणेषु च सुग्रीवश्च विभीषणश्च विराट् तारासुतो जाम्बवान् मध्ये नीलसरोजकोमलचिं वदिष्यामि। जानकीकान्तस्मरणं
जय जय राम राम
आञ्जनेय स्वामी की। Jāmbavān motivates Hanumān, although not in this particular area, in this particular section. Somewhere else we see that Hanumān does not remember or recognize his own strength as a result of a curse that was given to him by a rishi due to his naughtiness when he was young. In this particular juncture, Valmiki does not talk about it here, but the story goes that when he was young, unaware of his own strength, he was playing mischief like all children do. If a small child plays mischief, it is all right, but if a very hefty child, very strong one plays mischief, no problem. So the rishis who are all doing tapasya in the forests when Hanumān was playing, they were all sorely pressed by the antics of Hanumān. So one rishi decided to give a curse to him. The curse was that you will not remember or recognize your own strength until and unless someone reminds you of it. Therefore, he could not bring his strength out. So in a way, Jāmbavān is addressing Hanumān in this manner, telling him his own glories, his own stories, so that Hanumān will remember his strength and thereby gain the confidence to accomplish the task that lies ahead of him. Now he starts speaking about the glory of Hanumān, saying, "You are the knower of all the scriptures, you are the hero amongst the Vanaras. You are equal to Garuda in your ability to traverse great distances. You are another Sugriva for us. Indeed, you are no less than Rama and Lakshmana themselves in prowess. You are born to Anjana Devi, who was previously known as Punjikasthala. She was an Apsaras who, under a curse, became a monkey, but still she retained the power of transforming her body or her form at will. She was married to Kesari, the monkey chief Kesari. And one day when she was up on the mountain, Vayu came to her and blessed her and said, "You will gain a son who will be no less than me in prowess. And therefore, since you have been born with the blessings of Vayu, you are also called Vayuputra. You are also called Kesari Nandan because you are the son of Kesari. You are Anjaneya because you are born to Anjana Devi. You are Maruti because you are born to Marut, the god of wind. You are called Hanumān because when you were very young, seeing the sun rise in the east, thinking of it to be a fruit, you leapt up into the sky. Not mindful of the heat and the radiance of the sun, you went close to the sun. When afraid of what was happening, Indra struck you with his thunderbolt, Vajra. You fell down as a result of that and broke your chin, therefore your name became Hanumān. We saw this yesterday. But the story continues there, it does not end there. On seeing his beloved son injured in this manner, Vayu became very angry. He took Hanumān and secluded himself in a cave. And as a result, there was no movement of air at all in the entire universe and all the people began to suffocate. Seeing this, the gods went and requested Brahma to intervene. Brahma, along with all the devas, came into that place where Vayu was. And in order to placate him, in order to pacify the infuriated Vayu Bhagavan, they all gave boons to him. Brahma granted a boon in the form of invulnerability in combat. Prasadite cha pavane Brahma tubhyam varam dadau Ashastravadyatam tata samare satyavikrama. Ashastravadyatam, அப்படினால் he will never be killed by any weapon in a battle. No weapons can injure him, no weapons can cause his death. அப்படின்னு ஒரு boon. Brahma himself gives this. Astra அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டார். Ashastra vadyam. Vajjasya chanipatena virujam tvam samikshya cha sahasranetra pritatma dadaute varamuttamam Swachandatascha maranam tavasyaditi vai prabho. And on Indra seeing that it was he who was responsible for all of this, he gave a boon to you that you will live as long as you seek to live. Swachandatascha maranam. Death at your will. Death will not come to you until and unless you say alright. Death cannot come to you. Near immortality. A boon of near immortality was given to Hanumān by Indra. Sattvam kesarinav putraha kshetrajo bhima vikramaha marutasya aurasah putraha tejasa chapi tatsamaha. So you are not only Kesari's son, you are also Vayu's lawful legal son, Shalikala, an avatar, incarnation indeed of Vayu himself, an aspect of Vayu, equal to him in valor and strength. This is your glory, this is your greatness. Now consider our current situation. All the other monkeys are lost here. You alone are capable of redeeming the situation. To us, you are another Sugriva. Kapirajaiva Paraha. You are another Kapiraja. You are another Sugriva for us. The king. Although nominally he is the king, and even he listens to you. Apare, who is the real king? He is sitting on the throne, but the throne he got only because you introduced Rama to him. Rama milaye Rajpatadina. You brought Rama and introduced Rama to him, that is why he was able to sit on the throne today. Even the king has to listen to you. Now you are even greater than the king. All of us are now without prowess. None of us can accomplish this task. You alone can accomplish this task. Therefore, get up. Uttishta Harishardula. Uttishta Narashardula. Gattavyam Devamānhikam. Abhinna. Suprabhadathula Uttishta Narashardula. Uttishta Harishardula Laṅkā yasva Maharnavam. Therefore get up Oh Harishardula, oh tiger amongst monkeys, get up. Laṅkā yasva maharnavam, cross this ocean. Paraki sarva bhutanam Hanumanya gadistava. Your speed, your prowess, your greatness is indeed more than all the other created beings, all other beings. Adanala Vishanna haraya sarve Hanuman kim upekshase vikramasva mahavega Vishnustrīna vikramāniva. Look, all the monkeys have grown despondent. Hanuman, how can you ignore all of them? Show us your valor, show us your courage, even as Vishnu measured all the three worlds as Trivikrama, like that you also should reveal your prowess to us. You should show your might to us and bring us out of this sorrow by crossing this ocean. Abrina, Jāmbavān enthuses Hanumān. Oh, Hanumān alla kekara. Hanumān listening to all of this. What a name. Tam drishtva Jāmbavānante kramitum shatayojanam Vegena puryamanam cha sahasa vanarottamam Sahasa shokamutsrujya praharshena samanvitaha Vinedustustus chapi Hanumantam mahabalam. Immediately Hanuman expanded his form. At the time remind Bandar, just as Trivikrama measured the three worlds, Abhiyana, what did Trivikrama do? He came as Vamana. And then he increased his size and became so huge that he could measure all the worlds with just his foot. Likewise, here Hanuman also takes a Vishwarupam, Virat Rupam, a huge form. And on seeing Hanuman do that, all the monkeys are excited. They all shake away their grief immediately. Filled with lot of energy, filled with joy, filled with vigor, they all start to glorify Hanuman. They start praising Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Jai. They are all praising, glorifying Hanuman. Again, ellarum paakara, how are they standing and looking at him? Praharshta Vismitas chapite vikshante samantataha trivikramam kritotsagam narayanamiva prajaha. Just as Narayana in the form of Trivikrama was looked upon all with wonder and awe, like that all of these monkeys are looking at Hanuman with the same wonder, same awe. Samstuyamano Hanuman vyavardata mahabalaha Samavidya chalanga Laṅkūlam harshāda balamupeivan. Abriye, as he is being glorified, Hanuman increases in his strength, Hanuman increases in his size. In great joy, great enthusiasm, he twirls his tail. Laṅkūlam harshāda balamupeivan. With great force, he starts to twirl his tail in joy, in vigor, in delight, as he recollected his own strength, remembering his strength. Yata vijrumbhate simho vivrutte girigahvare marutasya aurasaha putras tata samprati jrumbhate. Just as a lion will stretch itself in the cave, the lion that is in the girigahvare, அப்படின்னா மாறி மலை மொழிஞ்சல் மண்ணி கிடந்தனகும் சீரியசிங்கம். Like a lion that is in the cave in the mountain, when it gets up, what will it do? அப்படின்னா it will stretch its body, making itself long, it will stretch its body. Like that, Hanuman is stretching himself. Yata vijrumbhate simho vivrute girigahvare marutasya aurasa putraha tata samprati jumbhate. The same manner, he is yawning. Assault yawning, not that he is sleepy. Casual. He is so relaxed, he is so casual, he is all right, let me do it now. When he is just simply sitting there, not doing, come on, you got to do it, all right, I'll do it. assault or casualness is there in his movements. Ashopatamukham tasya Jāmbavānasya dhīmatah Ambarishopamam deeptam vidumaiva pavakaha. Even though he is yawning, he is not really yawning. Stretching his entire muscles, stretching his jaw, stretching his limbs. When he is yawning, how does he look? Vidumaiva pavakaha, like a smokeless fire, blazing fire, he is appearing. He looked at all of the monkeys and started to speak to them. Arujal parvatagrani Kutāshanasako nilaha Balavana prameyascha Vayurakasha gocharaha. Circulating in the atmosphere in the form of the wind, capable of shattering even mountain peaks, the friend of the fire, Hutashana Sakha. What is it? Hutashana Sakha. Hutashana na fire. Fire's friend. Yaar fire or a friend? Vayu. Wind is the friend of fire. When they come together, he helps the fire become even more fiery. Like that, this wind is there. Wind god is there. He is unequaled in prowess. He is mighty beyond measure. Tasyakam shigravegasya shigrasya mahatmanaha Marutasya aurasah putraha plavanena smidatsamaha. I am the son of that wind. Introduce there is the wind which is so powerful it can shatter mountain peaks. That is the great friend of the fire. It is beyond, its power is beyond compare, beyond measure. I am the son of such an extraordinary powerful being, the Vayu. I am equal to him in speed. I can 1000 times without fatigue I can circulate the mighty Meru mountain. If I so desire, then by the force of my arms I can agitate the ocean so much that it can flood the entire world, entire earth filled with its mountains, rivers and lakes. If I decide to jump into this water and start to swim with the power of my thighs and the power of my arms, the waters of the ocean will become agitated and the deep dwelling beings will be brought to the surface. As Garuda is moving fast in the sky, I have got the power to go around the moving Garuda 1000 times. I can beat the sun in speed as he speeds from the east to the west. I can go around the earth faster than the sun and be back before sunsets. If I leave at sunrise, I can go around the earth and be back to the place where I started even before the sun sets. Tato bhumya samsprishta punaragantamutsahe pravegenaiva mahata bhimena plavagarshabhaha. O monkeys, I can dry up the ocean. I can split the earth apart. I am faster than anybody else in this world. I can crush mountains by simply jumping upon them. What is to say of this mere Laṅkā? If I jump from here, I will land in Laṅkā next. As I pass through the heavens, it will look as though I am splitting the Milky Way and going through it. Parvatam churnayishyami plavamana plavangamaha harishyam yurvegena plavamano maharnavam latanam vividam pushpam padapanam cha sarvashaha anusyasiti mamadya plavamanam vigayasa bhavishyati me pantaha swate panta ivambare charantam goramakasham utpatishyantameva cha. I will scatter the clouds, shake up the mountain, dry up the sea. Such an extraordinary capacity is either present in Garuda or present in Vayu or in myself. Beyond the three of us, nobody else has got this capacity. Barring Garuda and Vayu, nobody else can perform what I am going to perform now. In a twinkling of an eye, I can grow up to become as tall as the heavens themselves. And as I grow and increase in my form, I will resemble Trivikrama, Lord Vishnu himself, Trivikrama in my Parakrama, in my valor. Therefore, I am confident that I will definitely be able to see Sītā. In one step, I can leap 10,000 yojanas. That is my conviction, that is my belief, that is my confidence. What is a mere 100 yojanas? If I really want to up there now, if I desire to up there now, I can go all the way from here and bring back the Amrita Kalasha that is present in Indra's safekeeping. Vasavasya samvajrasya brahmanova swayambhuvaha vikramya sagasahastad amritam tadighanaye. Even if Brahma comes to obstruct it, I will be able to bring back the Amrita Kalasham. No matter whether Indra with his thunderbolt stands in my way or Brahma Swayambhu himself is there, nobody can stop me bringing back what I want to bring back or accomplishing what I want to accomplish. Therefore, Laṅkā vapi samutshipya gaccheyamiti mematihi. If I want to, I can lift up Laṅkā and bring it here. Abdina Hanumān started to declare in this manner. But you might think at this juncture, isn't Hanumān famous for his humility? Hanumān nale vinayam nu chaluvame, denna vinayam idu. Where is humility in this? Is this not boast? Is he not blowing his own trumpet? Is he not bragging about his prowess and the feats that he is capable of achieving? And there is a reason why Hanumān is saying all of this. There is a difference between confidence and arrogance. Humility is important. Where is humility important? Where should we be humble? If you look at all the glorious Mahatmas that have come through the ages, the history of all the Mahatmas, nobody was a coward, nobody was timid, nobody was meek. Where they had to stand up, they all stood up. Humility be damned. Yeah. Let it be anybody in any religion. Whether it is the rishis of yore, whether it is the saints and sadhus and mahapurushas of recent times also, Ramana Bhagavan including, Swami including, Shirdi Baba including, Nisargadatta including, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa including, Yaradu quiet elladu. Okay, Shonado. Where they needed to stand up, they stood up. Yeah. Where they needed to be brave, they were brave. Where they needed humility, where should we have humility? To truth, one should be humble. In front of truth, one should be humble. In front of falsehood, one need not be humble. எப்பவுமே சத்தியத்துக்கு கட்டுப்படணுமே தவிர சத்தியத்துக்கு வேணா கட்டுப்படலாமே தவிர அசத்தியத்துக்கு கட்டுப்படணும்னு அவசியம் கிடையாது இல்லையா? ட்ரூத் அப்படின்னா I'm talking about the highest truth இங்க. பிரம்மஞானத்தை சொல்றேன். பிரம்மம், பகவான், ஈஸ்வரா is the truth. In front of the truth, one has to be humble. In front of Mahatmas, one has to be humble. In front of parents, one has to be humble. அந்த மாதிரி இடங்கள்ல humility is necessary. Where can we express our confidence? Everywhere else you should express confidence. Assertive தான் இருக்கணும். Passive-ஆவே இருக்கணும்னு அவசியம் கிடையாது. One need not be aggressive, but assertive is certainly important. But even that assertiveness should not be there in front of Mahapurushas and Mahatmas. Even that assertiveness should not be there in front of Mahapurushas and Mahatmas. அங்க பண்ணப்படாது. We are going to see that perfecta Hanumān characteristic la bhaga polam, and when he was Swami used to say so often, and beautifully he should even demonstrate it when he used to say it. Then when Hanumān was in front of Rama, he was a Dina. But when he was in front of Ravana, he was a Dhira. அப்படின்னு சுவாமி காமிப்பார். தீனா and Dhira அப்படின்னு. தீனா அப்படின்னா ஹம்பிள். ஐ எம் நத்திங், ஒன்றுமே கிடையாது சுவாமி, ஐ எம் நத்திங் அப்படின்னு. in front of Ravana, டேய் நீ யாரா நீ, who are you அப்படின்னு தீரனா இருக்கிறார். அங்க என்ன, அங்க போய் ஹியூமிலிட்டி வச்சுட்டா அப்புறம் அசிங்கமா போயிடுமே. அப்ப இந்த பயந்தாங்குழி ஆயிடும் இல்லையா? In front of evil doers, in front of wicked people, in front of asatyam, should we be humble? What reason should we have to be humble there? Anga humility vanda. Humility is also an ornament thane. Ellame nadichu parango, everything. That is why Swami only said love all. The love ku tha eppume sonna. Help ever, love all da solla. Michithukalla sollala. Ever, all, that concept is not used for everything else. Humility, there are places when you should show humility. Other places there is no need to show it. But that doesn't give you the right to be arrogant or egoistic. ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. அதுக்காக வேஷம் போடப்படாது. ஓ ஐ ஹவ் காட் டு பி ஹம்பிள் இன் ஃப்ரண்ட் ஆஃப் தி மகாத்மா, நான் கூழ கும்பிடுன்னு சொல்லுவா இல்லையா? ஃபால்ஸ் ஹியூமிலிட்டி, அது ஃபால்ஸ் ஹியூமிலிட்டி பிரயோஜனம் கிடையாது. ஹியூமிலிட்டி should stem from the ஹிருதயம் when we are in front of our real betters. Confidence on the other hand should be there everywhere else. எவனா இருக்கட்டுமே, let it be anybody else, I'll have confidence. எப்போ அந்த கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் வரும்? ஆத்ம விஸ்வாசம், செல்ஃப் கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் இல்லையா? In English also the word that is used for it is self confidence. In Sanskritam or Tamil etc., the word that is used for is Atma Vishwasa. Atma, self. Vishwasa, confidence. Faith, belief. So what is Atma Vishwasa? Faith in the self is Atma Vishwasa. Self is nothing but God. Bhagavan is with me. அப்படின்னா ஒரு தைரியம் வரும் இல்லையா? What can I not achieve? I can achieve anything because he is with me. அப்படிங்கிற கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ். That does not become arrogance. That does not become arrogance. இங்க bold declare பண்றார். Hanumān is declaring boldly, but there is another important reason why he is saying that, because all the monkeys have lost spirits here. They are all despondent. They need to be cheered up. அங்கேயும் போய் ஹனுமான் தலையை சொல்லிட்டு ஏதோ சொல்றாரு தாத்தா ஜாம்பவான், முடியுமோ என்னவோ எனக்கு தெரியல, 100 யோஜனை இப்போ யோஜனையாக தான் இருக்குது, அவ்வளோ தூரம் 100 யோஜனையாக தான் இருக்குது, எனக்கு ஒன்றும் இல்லை 2 இல்லை, யோசிச்சு நானும் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கேன். I don't know, 100 yojanas. Jāmbavān is saying, maybe I'll be able to do, maybe I don't know, I can't really give you any guarantee. அப்படின்னா how will the monkeys feel? அங்கே அந்த moment courage should be instilled in all the monkeys. பேசுறச்சி அப்படி பேசணுமா? நம்ம பேசுறச்சி அப்படி பேசணும். எப்படி பேசணும்னா ஒன்றும் அங்கே எல்லாம் நல்லா இருக்கும். Don't worry, everything will be all right. Swami is there. அப்படி சொன்னாலே எல்லாரும் அப்படின்னு தெரியும். Dicey, what to do based on your karma, anything can happen. You look around the world, அப்படின்னா who's asking you to open your mouth and say this nonsense? Don't we already know it? எங்களுக்கே தெரியுமே. Why should you say? If you open your mouth, அப்படின்னா கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் வரணும் இல்லையா? Everything will be all right. ஏன்னா Swami is there. You are not responsible for making it all right. Don't take it upon your head. Nobody is asking you to make it all right. Swami is there. நீ அவர் தலையில போடு, என்ன அடிச்சு விடு. Bhagavan is there. Bhagavan will make everything all right. Don't worry. Trust in God. He will take care of you. அப்படி சொல்லு, உனக்கு என்ன போச்சு? கதரே சத்தியம். You are not losing anything. No, there is a truth. But God is there. He will take care. You are not taking care. He will take care தானே. நீ அடிச்சு விடு. நீ சொல்றா ராஜா. God is there. He will take care. You don't lose anything, no, by saying that. God is there. Really, is God not there? Is He really not taking care in whatsoever form? இல்லையா? எப்படியோ அருள்வாய் அதை எவ்விதம் நான் அறிவேன். அது எப்படியோ அருள்வான். How He graces, how do we know? We don't need to know. Whatever way He wants to grace, whatever way He bless. And நம்ம confidence, how should it be? God is there. Everything is all right. Bhagavan is there. அப்படின்னு ஒரு கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் வச்சுட்டோமானால், and even when we are talking to other people, we communicate the same confidence, then we are doing something good to the world. And the confidence தான் இருக்கு. Don't worry, everything will be all right. I can bring Laṅkā back. I can bring Laṅkā back. Sītā என்ன Sītā, லங்கையே தூக்கி வந்து கிடக்கு. எப்படியே பிரவாடோ தானே. Extraordinary statement of extreme bravado. I'll uproot Laṅkā. Nayishyāmi அப்படிங்கிறார். லங்காயே along with Ravanam, along with Ravana I'll bring it. அப்புறம் சொல்ல சுந்தரகாண்டத்தில் when he is actually going to leave, he is going to say, if I cannot find Sītā, I will uproot Laṅkā with Ravana and drag him and throw him at Rama's feet. அப்படின்னு அடிச்சு விடுறேன் இல்லையா? அப்போ this is not a question of arrogance here, this is not a question of ego here, this is not pride or boastfulness here. What is it அப்படின்னா? It is instilling confidence in everybody, instilling confidence in himself also. நமக்குள்ளேயே கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் வேணும் இல்லையா? We should first have confidence. அவளுக்கு if instead of saying everything out through words but internally feeling everything will become all right. Everything will become all right. You should also believe, you should tell yourself as well, everything will be all right. Yes, success is assured. We will definitely find Sītā. When Hanumān is declaring here, we should not mistake this to be pride. Instead, we should learn from this. We should also know that when the Lord is by our side, then nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. Bhagavan namodu kuda irukumbodhu yatra yogeshwara krishna yatra partho dhanurdaraha tatra shri vijayo bhutihi dhruva nitirmatirmama அப்படினு சஞ்சயன் சொல்றான் மகாபாரதத்துல. In Mahabharata, Sanjaya says, where there is Krishna, yatra yogeshwara Krishna, yogeshwarana Krishna enga irukano, where Krishna the Lord of Yoga is there, yatra partho dhanurdaraha, and where there is Arjuna with the bow in his hand, tatra, there Shri Vijayo Bhutihi, there is prosperity, there is victory, there is all good, all glory. Dhruva, certainly, firmly, Nitirmatirmama, this is my firm belief. எல்லாம் அங்க இருக்கு அப்படின்னு conviction அப்படின்னு Sanjaya declares to the blind king Dhritarashtra. What is necessary? The combination of two things is necessary. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishnaha, ரெண்டு பேருக்கு ஒரு டெஃபினிஷன் பாருங்க, டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் பாருங்க. யோகேஷ் கிருஷ்ணஹா அப்படின்னா what is the adjective for Krishna? யோகேஸ்வர கிருஷ்ணா, Krishna the Lord of Yoga. यत्र पार्थः, पार्था எப்படி இருக்கணும்? தனுர்தரஹா, with the bow in hand, not without the bow. ஏன்னா at the beginning of the Bhagavad Gita he put the bow down and said I will not fight அப்படினா. அப்புறம் எங்க ஸ்ரீ விஜயோ பூதிஹி எப்போ வரும்னா he should take the bow in his hand. What is the meaning of him taking the bow in his hand? Earlier he lost confidence, he threw the bow. When he picked up the bow in hand அப்படினா the bow represents confidence. And what is the confidence? Krishna is my Sarathi. The confidence. Krishna is my charioteer. That is the confidence we should have. For our lives also, who is the Sarathi? Who is the charioteer for all our lives? Bhagavan Dane charioteer. Ishwaran Dane nadathindu poharan. It is the Lord who is guiding us, guarding us every moment, directing every step of our lives. If today we are sitting here and talking this, it is Bhagavan has brought us to this juncture. Therefore, he is the Sarathi. Yeah? So Arjuna is not alone in this. But like Arjuna, what we may have also done is we may have also cast aside the bow called confidence. We have to pick it up. Even though Krishna is the Sarathi, even though Arjuna, we are not unique in this. Luckily for us, we are not alone. We are not unique. Arjuna also fell into the same trap. Enna trap na? Even though Krishna is the Sarathi, even then he forgot and he became despondent. He lost his confidence. I don't know whether what we are doing is dharma or not. How can you do adharma when Krishna is driving you? Where is the question of such a doubt at all to arise that where Krishna is my charioteer, where Krishna is the one who is directing my life, how can even an iota of adharma enter into my life? நான் என்ன பண்ணாலும் தர்மம் தான். ஏன்னா நான் எதுவுமே பண்ணலையே. கிருஷ்ணன் தான் பண்றான். Whatever I do is right. Whatever I do is right. How dare you say so? Because I am not doing anything. Krishna is doing everything. Therefore, whatever I do is right. That is the confidence ultimately Arjuna gets. Adanala karishye vashanam tava. I will listen to you. Then he takes the bow. இதே மாதிரி Hanumān is declaring this loud chant. எதுக்கு அப்படின்னா, where does all of this confidence come from அப்படின்னா, he has got tucked in his waistband. Confidence உட்கார்ந்துட்டு இருக்கு. His confidence is sitting there tucked in his waistband. ஏன் அங்க என்ன இருக்கு அப்படின்னா ராமநாமாங்கிதம் அங்குலீயகம். Rama அப்படின்னு with the name Rama inscribed upon it, a ring is sitting there in his waistband. He's tied it up there. இந்த பாக்கெட்லாம் கிடையாது. Hanumān does not have a pocket in which he can slip. அதனால எங்க வச்சிருந்தார் அப்படின்னா இடுப்புல சொருகிட்டு இருக்காரு. பிரபு முத்ரிகா மேலுமுக்குலாயின்னு சொல்றாரு துளசிதாஸ். He put it into his mouth, it seems. When he was flying across the ocean, what did he do அப்படின்னா he took the ring and put it into his mouth. அடிக்கு இங்க வச்சுட்டார். இந்த monkeys இருக்கும் இல்லையா, monkeys have got a pouch here. Have you seen monkeys when how they eat? You know what they do, because they don't know whether they'll get food later on. They will keep grabbing, stuffing. It will become this big. இதெல்லாம் புஷ்புஷா இருக்கும். இதெல்லாம் உள்ள வச்சுட்டு இருக்கும் மாட்டேன். Pouch மாதிரி, safe container, storage container. Like that, what does Hanumān do அப்படின்னா பிரபு முத்ரிகா மேலிமுக்குமாயினா, he puts it inside his mouth. What does it really mean? I mean, did he really put the ring into his mouth or not is not the question or the important point. The point is, what is written upon the ring? Rama, name of Rama. So what is in his mouth all the time? Rama, 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 Rama. Ramanamam is always in his mouth. So where is the confidence coming from? Rama, where is the confidence? Where is the confidence? Rama is the source of all confidence for him. His courage comes from the fact that Rama has given the ring to me. Whether I will succeed or not is a second story, but Rama has given the ring to me, therefore I have got to succeed. Before I left, Rama gave me a ring. When I answered, he said, "You will succeed, won't you?" "Yes, Swami, I will." And he gave me a ring. சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா, gave me a ring அப்படின்னா ஒரு கால் அடின்னு இருக்கும். ஸ்ரீலங்காக்காரா சொல்லுவாங்க ஒரு கால் அடி அப்படின்னு. கால் என்ன முடித்தோ தெரியாது, ஃபோன் அடி சொல்லுவாங்க, ஃபோன் அடி. நான் அப்புறமா ஃபோன் அடிக்கிறேன். ஃபோன் என்ன முடித்தது, ஏன் அடிக்கிறாங்க? அவளுக்கு ரொம்ப பழக்கம் இருக்கு ஃபோன் அடிக்கிறது. Rama has given him the ring. The Borum, that is the source of all confidence for him. But நம்ம கேட்கப்படாது, ஐயோ Rama did not give me any ring. If Rama gave me a ring, I also will be confident, you know. What the problem is, Rama did not give me a ring. Rama's ring is Rama's name. Rama's ring is not the ring itself, it is a name. The name நமக்கு இருக்கே. Do we not have the name? We also have the name. நமக்கும் இருக்கு the ring. We also have that ring. Therefore, we also should be as confident as Hanumān. ஏன்னா ராமர் இருக்காரே, ராம் ராம் ராம். Rama is by my side. Agrada prushtadaschaiva parshvadascha mahabalau akarna purna danvano rakshetam Rama Lakshmano. In front of me, beside me, behind me, above me, below me, all around me, Rama Lakshmana are there to protect me. So why should I have to fear? அதனால இங்கே Hanumān utters in this manner with a thundering voice. He's proclaiming his strength in a real thundering voice, loud voice, he says it. Tamevam vanarasreshno garjantam amitaprabham prakrishta haryastatra samudaikshantam vismitaha tachasya vachanam shrutva jnatinam shokanashanam uvacha parisamhrishto Jāmbavān plavageshvaraha. Listening to the loud thundering voice of Hanumān, all the monkeys immediately gave up their fear, gave up their sorrow, gave up their despondency. On seeing Hanumān speaking in this manner, Jāmbavān says to him, Veera Kesarinah Putra Vegavan Marutatmaja Jnatinam Vipula Shokas Tvayatata Pranashitaha. Veera, O hero, Kesarinah Putra, O son of Kesari, Vegavan, O mighty, O fast one, O speedy one, Marutatmaja, O son of Vayu, Jnatinam Vipulashokas Tvayatata Pranashitaha. You have destroyed the sorrow of all your kith and kin by declaring in this manner. Adanale, now that you are going to go away and perform this task until you succeed, what are we going to do? Abdina Tava Kalyana Ruchayaha Kapi Mukhya Samagataha Mangalan yartha siddhyartham karishyanti samahitaga rishinam cha prasadena kapi vriddhamatena cha gurunam cha prasadena saplavatvam maharnavam. All the assembled monkeys here, we will spend our time in praying for your success. We will do japa so that you can succeed. With a concentrated mind, we will recite prayers for the accomplishment of your purpose. By the grace of all the rishis, may you succeed. By the grace of all the gurus, may you succeed. May you leap across this ocean with ease and succeed. Stasyamaschaikapadena yavaddagamanam tava Twadgatani cha sarvesham jivanani vanaukasam. Until you come back, we will be standing here on one foot doing tapasya for your safe return. All our lives are being carried with you. You are not going alone. You are going with all our lives in your hands. So don't think you are alone. We are all there present in spirit with you. We are all there present in our thoughts. We are going to be present there through the form of our prayers, through our tapasya here. Hanumān says, alright. He wants to take a huge form. He looks around and then he tells the monkeys, the form that I am going to take and the pressure that I am going to exert upon the earth so that I can take a leap will not be easily tolerated by this earth. These small rocks and all will not give me that impetus that I need. Mahendra Parvatam. There I can see Mahendragiri. And I will climb up on top of that Mahendragiri, Mahendra Parvatam. And from there I will leap. Immediately he climbed up that Mount Mahendragiri, Mahendra Parvatam. It was carpeted with flowers that the many trees that were there were bearing. It was thick with creepers, with flowers and so on, laden with flowers and fruits, infested with lions and tigers and elephants and flocks of birds and so on and so forth. Hanumān stands up upon that hill. And as he is standing on it, he gives a little press, and that press, the mountain itself is speaking, it seems. Padabhyam pīditaste namaha shailo mahatmana rarasa simha vihito mahan matta iva dvipa. The mountain itself is making noise, big crunch in a scanchar. Here but a brilliant form, mighty form, weighty form. All the animals in the mountain are getting terrified what is happening. And as the pressure of Hanuman's foot fell upon that mountain, rocks burst open with streams flowing out of it. All the water that was present inside was starting to get squeezed out from the mountain. New streams, new waterfalls started to be formed in that mountain. The people that were living in that, Vidyadharas were living in there, Gandharvas were living there, all of them immediately abandoned the mountain thinking, this mountain is going to get crushed, the mountain is going to be destroyed. All the Gandharvas and Vidyadharas flew into the air. Mighty serpents that lived in the hollows of that mountain were squeezed out of the holes when the mountain started to collapse upon itself. The rishis who got agitated with fear also deserted that mountain. The mountain appeared very forlorn, it seems. Sītā mahatikantare sartahina ivadvagaha. It was like a Sartavaha. Sartavaha அப்படின்னா a traveler in the wilderness. If he suddenly abandoned by all of his friends, he will be all alone and desolate. The mountain seemed desolate because all the people that were living in it, Rishis, Gandharvas, Vidyadharas, the animals, everything, all of them are abandoned ship, abandoned mountain, all running away because of the pressure that was exerted by Hanumān. Hanumān is standing there upon this mountain. Savegavān vega samahitātma haripravīraha paravīrahanta manas samadāya mahanubhavo jagāma Laṅkā manasa manasvi. Hanuman stood up on that mountain, composed his mind first. Manas samadhaya, brought his mind under control, brought his mind under a state of balance and composure. Before we do a great task, what is necessary? Manas samadhaya. Mind becoming calm is very important. With an agitated mind, when we do something, we will not attain any success as a result of it. We will only be more and more disturbed by it. We will become more and more agitated, we will become more and more prone to making mistakes. We are in a haste, haste makes waste. What is necessary before doing something? Manas samadhaya, mind has to be controlled. First he brings his mind under composure. So Vegavan, Vega Samahitatma, he started focusing upon speed. So Vegavan, that's fast one, focused his mind upon speed, concentrated upon speed. Achieve the speed. Mind should not be distracted here and there. But what does he need? He needs to go with speed and force. His entire attention was on generating that force of speed within himself. Vega Samahitatma Haripraviraha, Haripraviraha, the great warrior amongst monkeys. Paravirahanta, the destroyer of his enemies. Manas Samadhaya Mahanumān, that extraordinarily great souled Hanumān. Jāmbavān Manasa, in his mind, he already reached Laṅkā. Jagama Manasa Jagama Laṅkā Manasvi. Manasvi, extraordinarily intelligent person, Hanumān. Before physically accomplishing the task, mentally he mapped it out. He has not seen Laṅkā. Not that he has gone to Laṅkā. Mentally he has reached Laṅkā. Valmiki says here, and with that, Ityarishe Srimad Ramayane Valmiki Adikavye Kishkinda Kande Saptasashtitama Sargaha. The Kishkinda Kanda comes to a close. Anyway, we will start with Sundarakanda. Janaki Kanta Smaranam Jai Jai Rama Rama Anjaneya Swami Ki Jai. Sarve Bhavisana Sarve Sangaramaya Sarve Bhadrani Vishadma Vishadukava Bhavet Loka Samstas Kino Loka Samstas Kino Loka Samstas Kino Shanti Shanti Shanti.